I'm an obstetrics and gynecology doctor, and I'm also the mother to 3 children under the age of 7. So is this career a terrible choice if you actually want to see your kids grow up, or can you have a work-life balance as an O&G doctor? Well, the short answer is I'm still here, aren't I? So yes, it is possible to have a work-life balance and have a career in obs and gynae if that's something that you're interested in. But of course, there are caveats to that. Obs and gynae can be an intense career. We tend to work in shift patterns. That means that we do regular night shifts and weekend shifts, mostly during training, but even as a consultant, you still sometimes have to come in the night, you still have to work the weekends. And within the shifts themselves, they can be unpredictable. We get middle of the night emergencies and high pressure situations. So it means that the shifts are interesting, but they are busy and you don't get a lot of rest. So it can be difficult to plan your other things outside of work when you have certain types of shift patterns. Also, no, it's not a 9 to 5 job. Sometimes, even if you are on a normal day, that means for us, our days are scheduled from 8 till 5. Sometimes an emergency might happen in the later part of the day. You might be operating in theatre. You can't walk out of an operation halfway through. So sometimes your schedule hours do go on late. However, I also think there are some definite perks, and it can be achievable to have a work-life balance. To some extent, we can actually control our work pattern. Some doctors, like me, work part-time or less than full-time, it's known as. So I work as 80%, which means that my average weekly hours are somewhere around 40 hours a week. I have one fixed day off every week where I don't go to work in the NHS. Also, when we work nights or weekends, we're given additional rest days. So they're called 0 days. That means that sometimes I am able to pick my kids up from school. I can be there for them when they're doing their homework or attend certain events at school without needing to take additional annual leave days, for example. So as you progress in your career, it does often become a more predictable job, especially if you choose to focus on certain skills like gynecology or fertility work or pregnancy scanning. They can involve more structured hours. Also, obs and gynae is team-based. You're not carrying everything alone, and good support and working with amazing people can make a huge difference to this job and how well supported you feel, especially if you have unplanned family emergencies, for example, or sick kids. But generally, yes, it's a difficult job, and you do need to have a very good support system at home. You need to have good, robust childcare if you choose to have this job, because you sometimes can't just not attend a labour ward shift that you're going to be scheduled for because there won't be any doctor for the night shift, for example. In the UK, we actually also get pretty decent annual leave in the NHS. After a few years of practice, it increases to 32 days a year, or a kind of less than full-time equivalent. I also have to be incredibly organised. I live and die by what is written in our shared calendar, and I have to write every little thing that the kids need, as well as what I need to do at work, on a to-do list or a spreadsheet, including who needs what for school and when, or I am constantly dropping balls, which I do anyway. So, would you do a job like this? Let me know in the comments.